Well, the new task force in Victoria will be updated on increased police powers to crack down on extreme and violent protests in the wake of a terrifying weekend of anti-Semitic attacks in Melbourne. The Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen has flagged the changes while unveiling the anti-hate task force, which will meet for the first time this week.
A 34-year-old man has faced court over the arson attack at a Melbourne synagogue on Friday while 20 people were inside. Let's go straight to Steph Ferrier, who's outside the East Melbourne Hebrew congregation. Steph, good morning. So what's the Premier saying about this task force?
Good morning, Emma. Yes, the Premier Jacinta Allen is set to visit Melbourne's oldest synagogue behind me this morning, and this week she will be part of the first meeting of that new anti-hate task force, which will not only include her but also the Police Minister, the Melbourne Lord Mayor, members from Victoria Police and also, very importantly, members from the Jewish community. And Premier Jacinta Allen says that it's going to take a bigger picture look across Melbourne and the state in terms of protecting the Jewish community, and that includes the development of increased police powers to stamp out violent and extreme protests. Now, she also has issued a statement in relation to this anti-hate task force, saying that places of worship like this synagogue are part of the fabric as a society, and we will protect them with everything we've got. Now, she goes on to say that hate has no place in Victoria. She's also announced funding for mental health support, especially for the children who were inside at the time that this congregation was firebombed. And this was just one of 3 attacks here in Melbourne on Friday night. It also included some offensive chants and pro-Palestinian protesters clashing with diners at a restaurant in Melbourne CBD, as well as cars being set alight in Melbourne's north. And yesterday, police say that they've been investigating offensive graffiti at a restaurant just near Melbourne's Holocaust Museum.
And Steph, what is the latest with all those police investigations?
Well, police say that detectives are investigating the alleged intent behind the 34-year-old who has been charged over this synagogue attack. Angelo Loris from Toongabbie in New South Wales is going to appear in court again later this month after his case was heard over the weekend and he was remanded in custody. And we have also seen several police patrols just going slowly outside the synagogue behind me here this morning, just as a mark of reassurance to the Jewish community that Victoria Police is doing everything it can to protect them.